Coordinating Minister Luhut Panjaitan, Coordinating Minister Erlangga Hartarto, distinguished guests, colleagues, friends all. Thank you for the opportunity to open the G20 Bali Global Blended Finance Alliance dialogue on natural capital, communities and climate action for a better business and better world. The dialogue builds on Indonesia's long-standing global leadership, including through its G20 presidency in 2022, to help develop and share strategies on growing and optimizing blended finance. Indeed, blended finance can be a powerful tool for scaling up financing for sustainable development, helping us amplify the impact of public investment. Our latest figures show that total private investment mobilized through blended finance has reached $51.3 billion in 2020, but there is massive and necessary room to grow to help us tackle the growing financing gap for achieving the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030, which now stands at about $3.9 trillion US. To catalyze additional private finance, policymakers can help mitigate actual or perceived investor risks by bundling projects with multilateral development banks, offering guarantees and using mezzanine financing, making greater use of innovative financial instruments such as green, social and sustainability-linked bonds to tap into the growth of the sustainable finance market, and further develop project pipelines with standardized project data to help connect investors with project opportunities. The OECD cooperated closely with Indonesia during your 2022 G20 presidency to help develop the G20 principles to scale up blended finance in developing countries, including least developed countries and small island developing states, and to establish this G20 Bali Global Blended Finance Alliance. This alliance will help achieve the principle's ambitions to draw on new funding sources for sustainable development, focusing on development projects that are more challenging to finance. Here at the OECD, we're proud to support the alliance by providing recommendations to address bottlenecks to implementing blended finance, from regulatory barriers to limited capacity to disclose project data, including with our report on bottlenecks to access Sustainable Development Goals finance for developing countries. Enhancing the transparency and coordination of development assistance through the total official support for Sustainable Development Measurement Standard, which captures both official development assistance and private finance mobilized through official means. Supporting dialogue between governments and business leaders on opportunities to further leverage private finance for development through the Emerging Markets Network hosted by the OECD Development Center. We're also working on new policy recommendations for scaling up blended finance, including new guidance on financing climate adaptation to be released later this year, and guidance on biodiversity finance to be published next year. Our work will benefit from business perspectives thanks to the OECD Development Assistance Committee's Community of Practice for Private Finance on Sustainable Development. And we very much look forward to collaborating with Special Envoy Mari Pangestu and the G20 Bali Global Blended Finance Alliance Secretariat to realize the significant potential of blended finance for sustainable development. Thank you very much, and my very best wishes for positive and productive discussions.